What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? Baby, I'm over here doing some work. And honey, they said, go over there and look at Instagram. See that SHAMEA and PORSHA's going back and forth. Girl, and that's exactly what I did. They over there, baby. They over there really going at it, y'all. They over there really going at it. Okay, let me see here. If y'all could do me a favor, and as you guys come on in the room, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Please, pretty please, hit that like button. All right, let's see who up in here. I see you, Aunt Natty, Lysandra, Mama Bees, Moon Radiance, Mama V. Now, Miss Charlene. Is it Miss Charlene? Okay, I think I got it right. Hey. Okay, listen, so I'm not going to be on here long. I just wanted to talk to you guys because, the Real Housewives of Atlanta girls are going back and forth, honey. They are going back and forth. All right, so let's get into PORSHA's post, and then we're going to get into SHAMEA's post. Because, baby, they are going back and forth. This is a blessed Monday. Okay, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Excuse me, y'all. Why I got the hiccups? Let me wet my whistle, and then we're going to get into it. Oh. Let me wet my whistle so we can get into it. Let me wet my whistle so we can get into it. All right. All right. Appreciate y'all for being here. Let's get into it. So, child, PORSHA. No, that's SHAMEA's post. Hold on. Let me get into PORSHA's post. Is that PORSHA? Okay, so here's PORSHA's post, y'all. Here is PORSHA's post. And I am going to read it from PORSHA's actual Instagram. All right. So, as you guys can see, PORSHA and SHAMEA are going back and forth. I have not watched the reunion from last night. I'm only going based off of what I see on social media. But apparently, PORSHA must have said something about SHAMEA trying to sabotage her coming on the show. PORSHA mentioned something about an alliance as well. So let's get into what she had to say. Because, baby, when I say they is going at it, girl, they is going at it. It's posted everywhere now. It's all over the blogs and everywhere. So hold on to me. PORSHA. All right. So PORSHA posted a series, and you can kind of sort of see this, but she posted a series of posts. Now, y'all know that PORSHA and PORSHA and SHAMEA, y'all know they've been friends. And allegedly, well, I don't think it's allegedly. I think we could say it is what it is because we saw it on the show. But y'all know that PORSHA did not go to SHAMEA's Kenya wedding because PORSHA said something about she was sick or she couldn't be on the plane and flying that long. And y'all remember all that season 10 when Carmen and Candy then was throwing shade at PORSHA at the table because she couldn't go to her best friend's wedding or she wasn't going to her best friend's wedding. Y'all remember that, right? Okay, that kind of came up. It's been a couple of things. Y'all know it came up through the season. Angela and Kelly talked about it throughout the season. So let's get into it. So PORSHA says, RHOA, unseen receipts from reunion episode 2. Slide 1, lie number 1. Queen SHAMEA, and I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm not going to say it. SHAMEA M, first wedding, I'm by her side as a bridesmaid. Location, Atlanta, Georgia. Second wedding was in Africa. Reference interview at the Breakfast Club. Shamea stated that I only had one, or she said that I only had one wedding, and clearly she had two. I think we all knew that she had two, but okay. Slide two. Lie number two. I sent Shamea flowers to congratulate my bestie for joining RHOA. Her video she made thanking me, followed by an excited call, where she congratulated her again, as well as a lengthy caption on Instagram post, 4 slides of peach photos of exciting celebration of Queen Shamea as a full-time housewife and peach holder. Reference at Candy interview. Shamea claimed that I only said a simple congratulations over the phone. She said case closed, and then she hashtag fourth wall, hashtag RHOA. But she went back after Shamea said this. Shamea actually commented upon the Porsha's comment, and Porsha deleted the comment. Porsha deleted the comment. Hold on. So Shamea says, let me put Shamea's thing up here, and then I'm going to come back to Porsha's, because Porsha re-edited her caption after Shamea made her post. So here is Shamea's post. So Shamea says, again, I had one wedding that took place in Kenya. What you attended was my Dorari, how you say that? Dorari ceremony in my mom's backyard. Second, you sent flowers my birthday week just before we started filming. I'd had my peach for over a month. I only said that we never celebrated. You can keep your fake receipts and your fake ass friendship. It's crazy how I can be considered your lapdog for riding so hard for you, but at the same time, you say I was trying to sabotage you. Make it make sense. Since I got my peach, you've been trying to find a reason to end this friendship. You're unbelievable. So that's what Shamea had to say. Let's go back to what Porsha had to say, because again, Porsha edited her comment, or edited it after Shamea made her post under her comments. Okay, so then she says this right here. P.S. Shamea Morton lying again in her latest post. She claims flowers were for her birthday when the card says love and congratulations, Queen. And it does. It does. I went back and I looked at it, and it absolutely does say, it don't say nothing about no birthday. It absolutely says congratulations, Queen, is what it says. It literally says that. All right. So she said, number one, traditional marriage ceremony, customary wedding. This is often considered a wedding to many Kenyan cultures. Involves rituals like, and I know I'm saying this wrong, dowry payment. She said bride and prince, family introductions and blessings. It's a respected form of marriage, even if it's illegally registered with the government. May not include a white dress or church, but deeply rooted in culture. Wedding definition: a marriage ceremony, especially considered as including, including the associated celebrations. Going outside, sis, Delu, with a heart. Going outside, sis, Delulu with the laugh, with the lying emoji. And you better not edit it either. So I don't see where Shamea has made any edits to her post, but I do see Carlos King up under that post talking about he need to redo his Monday Night Live. No, you need to stay out these people business. I ain't saying he can't have commentary on it, but you're friends with Porsha and stuff like that. Come on now, Carlos. All right, now come on now, Carlos. You friends with them. Don't do nothing that we don't need you to do. Okay, so let me say this. Shamea, according to Porsha, it doesn't sound like you're telling the truth, honestly. Now, Shamea, I got my things with PORSHA. I got my things with PORSHA. I do. I got my things with PORSHA. But I think in this particular situation, I'm sorry, sis. I think Mama got you on this one. I think Mama got you on this one. I really do. Let me say this. When the season first started, I did feel like PORSHA was very much so jealous in a sense of SHAMEA. And a lot of people was like, well, how could she be jealous? I do think that the life that SHAMEA has right now is a life that PORSHA wanted to live and wanted to be, and free of clear of all of the things. That's just my belief, right? However, SHAMEA, your true colors are starting to show within your friendship with PORSHA, because PORSHA, unfortunately, now we know PORSHA sometimes don't tell the truth, but everything that she has presented thus far when it comes to her and your friendship has seemed to be true, right? Could PORSHA support her friend more? Yeah, I do agree with that. But SHAMEA, you ain't no angel or no saint in the situation. I just got to be honest. That's your opinion, Sharon. That's your opinion. That's your opinion on that. I let everybody have their opinion. Just my thoughts. Based on what we saw at the beginning of the season, that's exactly what it looked like. That's what it looks like. For me, though, in this particular situation, SHAMEA, yet again, PORSHA's receipts, unfortunately, do show something different. You're saying that she sent you the flowers for your birthday, but that's not what that card says. That card does say, congratulations, Queen. Now, what is she congratulating you for? Right? What is she congratulating you for? I would assume maybe you got your peach. And that's what, I mean, you sent an entire video over there to her, literally talking about how the flowers smelled, the message on the card. Thank you, bestie. You did do all of that. So it begs me to believe that what else is going on behind the scenes that you're upset about, or what is it that you're mad about? Because, ma'am, I don't know. Do I think that PORSHA should support her friend more? I do. If that's your best friend, I do think so. I do think so. She's congratulating her on another year of life. LOL. Well, I guess so, Nicole. I guess so. According to SHAMEA. Listen, you know, a lot of people have rifts and runs in their friendship. You know what I'm saying? I do think that there is some sort of of and maybe jealousy isn't necessarily the word, but I do see something in PORSHA that SHAMEA has that it's like, damn. But then I also agree that PORSHA should be a better friend. I do think so. I really do think that. PORSHA knows that SHAMEA is someone who avoids conflict or crucial conversation. Well, Moon Radiant, she shouldn't be on Housewives. She shouldn't have a peach. She shouldn't have a peach at all. Maybe be, go back down to a friend of, but that's literally what being a housewife is, right? It's you got to work through these conflicts. You got to work through this. And just like if she come back on next season, her and PORSHA gonna have to fix this, or they're gonna be at it again. You know what I'm saying? So for me, SHAMEA may wanna, again, maybe she may not want to be a full-time housewife. Maybe just be demoted down to a friend of, because that's literally what being a housewife is. That's literally what these reunions are about. That's literally what this is about. Hashing out all these things. And you can't, I mean, I'm just saying, being on the show, I don't really think that it's a good fit for you if you don't want to talk about these things, And I do think that they need to get down to the root of something. Something is going on. They gotta get down to the root of it. They gotta get down to the root of it. SHAMEA is full of ish. and she was trying to sabotage her position on the show. SHAMEA stay line. Oh, hey, sweet pea. SHAMEA ran to all the newbies talking negative about their friendship. PORSHA didn't do any of that. You know what, Natty? I would have to agree to the fact of SHAMEA having a conversation with Angela, having a conversation with Kelly about her friendship with PORSHA. And I wasn't mad at Angela, because what Angela was basically saying is the same thing that you've been saying to us. You need to say it to your friend. This is your friend. Say it to your friend. If you can't say it to your friend, but you can say it to us, that says a lot about where y'all are. You know what I'm saying? So I listen. Whoo, child, maybe I need to go over there and watch the Union while I'm working. Maybe I need to go over there and watch the reunion, because I do know that they had conversations about SHAMEA allegedly sabotaging it. But I knew throughout the season, I did watch the season, and throughout the season, you know, when PORSHA, the scene with PORSHA and Angela, when Angela was telling PORSHA about what SHAMEA said about her missing her wedding and everything, and how, you know, PORSHA felt. I'm not even mad at PORSHA for feeling some type of way about you going to someone who's new in the group to talk about our friendship. I can't be mad at PORSHA for that, because I would be mad at somebody too. So let's just say somebody come in my circle, just now coming in my circle, and then I'm telling them everything that I really should be saying to my friend. I'm telling them everything, and it's almost like SHAMEA didn't want them to say anything. But girl, why are you going to them again? PORSHA being your friend, you just not meeting all these ladies. And again, I know what production was trying to do. They were trying to get all the ladies to be surrounded around SHAMEA. And let me just say this, I don't dislike SHAMEA. I don't dislike SHAMEA at all. I don't dislike SHAMEA. PORSHA sometimes get on my nerves. I used to be a really big fan of PORSHA back in the day. But I said that to say this again. You can't tell someone how to feel after you go and talk to all of these people about your friendship. I don't like when folks do that, because you don't gotta go talk to everybody else instead of coming and talking to me about whatever you having an issue with me about, or whatever. Like, you know, that is going to always build a barrier in friendship. If you feel like you can't go to your friend and have a friendly conversation with your friend, instead you rather talk to some girls that you just got to know, and these other conversations that you haven't. I don't think that's cool. I really don't. I don't think that's cool. SHAMEA may have been some kind of way about being called a lapdog, who wants everyone on the show saying you can't stand on your own. And I can agree with that too, Mama B's. Like, no one wants to be called a lapdog. Like, no one wants to be called that. However, at the same token, I do think that SHAMEA seemed to have a type of loyalty to PORSHA that PORSHA doesn't have to her. And I won't sum that up as jealousy, right? But to me, this is just on the outside looking in. I feel like SHAMEA was doing things that PORSHA would never do. And I want to ask y'all a question too. Did y'all notice that throughout the season, SHAMEA was being a good friend to PORSHA? When PORSHA was going through her divorce, SHAMEA took her out a couple times, or at least that's what they said on the show. I'm just going by what they said on the show. Said that she took PORSHA out a couple of times. So I do feel like SHAMEA was giving loyalty to PORSHA that PORSHA wasn't always given to her. I do feel that way. I saw when SHAMEA tried to talk to PORSHA and PORSHA was dismissive. That's true. PORSHA was dismissive. PORSHA was dismissive to Drew. Drew tried to talk to that girl all season long, and she was very dismissive. So I see all angles of it. I ain't gonna hold you. I see all angles of it. I don't feel like SHAMEA is dead set on being innocent, and I don't feel like PORSHA is either. I feel like they both contribute something to this friendship that either one of them can't seem to shake. And we already know. I think everybody suspected. As soon as these two girls get on the show, both of them are housewives. They're probably gonna be going at it. And look at where we are. They started off the season being cool, being cute, doing all of the things. And then here's another example, right? Portia shows up late to Shamea's birthday party, right? Shamea then go into the scene with Drew and Kelly defending Portia. You see what I'm saying? So I'm basically what I'm saying is the loyalty wasn't always. It doesn't seem to be equal. It doesn't seem to be equal, and so I see where Portia is in the wrong. I see where Shamea is in the wrong. I do, and that's just being realistic. Shamea was being two-faced. I'm willing to bet that this is not the first time Shamea has talked about Portia with somebody else. Well, one thing I will say is, and I said this, y'all remember that when people would talk about Portia, Shamea would speak up. Okay, here's an example. When Candy, I think it was Candy, Todd, Don Juan, and I can't remember if Carmen was. I think Carmen had been gone from then, but I think Carmen was there that day. Do y'all remember when Shamea went to the Candy coated place? Okay, Candy's business over there, and they were talking about Don Juan was really talking about Portia like a dog, really, right? And Shamea was like, well, listen, I can't let you talk about my friend. So I have seen instances where Shamea has been like, hey, can't talk about my friend. But then at the same token, Shamea going and talking to other people about her friendship with Portia, that doesn't do anything but cause more rifts and runs within the friendship when y'all can just nip it in the bud by speaking with each other. But again, I'm with you. I do think that sometimes Portia can be very dismissive. They're one and the same. I hear a lot of people saying that they're one and the same. I hear a lot of people saying that Portia and Shamea is one and the same. I've heard that from a lot of people. I've heard that from a lot of people. A messenger for the spiritual army angel says Portia is jealous of Shamea, point blank, bottom line. Ooh, hey, Southern Phoenix. Ooh, okay, now. Listen, I'm not even mad at y'all's opinions and stuff because I feel like everybody gonna have a different take on it, and I'm here for it. I just saw it, and when I saw it, I said, "Oh, girl, let me go live because Shamea and Portia is really going at it." Portia said at the bottom of that message, talking about don't you go edit your posts either. Again, Shamea, I'm just saying from the outside looking in, mama. This just me from the outside looking in, mama girl. This right here, this card right here, it say congratulate. Wait, what it say? Something about Queen, congratulations, something. It don't mention nothing about you getting a peach or nothing like that, and it don't mention nothing about your birthday. It don't mention nothing about any of that, but it does say congratulations, Queen, and I can only think of one thing that she'd be saying congratulations on, that you was a full-time housewife. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's crazy. If several people come to me, you're talking about me. When you fully come to me, I have nothing for you, period. I can understand that too. I get that too. Listen, I get all angles of it because, yeah, I don't play with people like that either. I don't play with people like that either. You know, if I find out that you've been talking about me, most of the time I don't have nothing for you, and I'm probably going to block you. I'm probably going to move around anyway, too. So, yeah, I get it. I get why Portia was kind of dismissive. I get it. I don't see jealousy from Portia. Shamea has been on the smear campaign, and Portia remains silent until now. Okay. I'm honestly, hey, Uncle Jay, I'm honestly ain't on nobody's side because I can call out when both of them wrong. I'm calling out both of them for being wrong, so I ain't really on nobody's side in this situation. Because I wouldn't move like either one of them are moving in my friendship. So that's why I say I ain't on neither one of their side. I wouldn't move like either one of them. Portia is a true hypocrite. Didn't she edit her post? Isn't she using the fans to turn against SHAMEA? Okay, so that's a double question or okay. Portia can be a hypocrite. I think we all know that. I think we can know Portia can be a hypocrite. But I didn't see Portia edit anything but adding to the fact that she said that SHAMEA lied in the most recent post. Now, I don't think that Portia should have deleted SHAMEA's post. I think you should have just left it up there. Right? I think you should have just left it up. I think you should have just left it up there. But she did delete it. Or at least I didn't see it. So I think she deleted it. And then turning the fans against SHAMEA, I didn't see that. Let me say, turning the fans against her. No, I didn't really see that. I didn't really see that. Nah, I didn't really see that piece of it. You know what I'm saying? But again, I want all y'all to have your opinion because you know everybody feels something different about everybody. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I saw it when I had tapped in on Instagram and I saw it and I said, oh girl, let me go over here and let me go live so I can talk to the people about it because I do think it's a crazy situation to see play out. And then y'all just have to think about it. Phaedra is the only one that's coming back next season because she signed a contract or whatever. I think we already know, and I think we know for sure now, Bravo is definitely going to bring Portia and SHAMEA back. Definitely for this reason. So, yeah, I think we're going to see more of this friendship unfolding and falling apart only because of where, I think the show is going to take it. I can see that putting this on social media is definitely going to cause a divide amongst the fans. Oh yeah, now that piece of it, I do agree. It amazes me how people think fans can't think for themselves. Well, Natty, we have honestly been a witness that sometimes fans can't think for themselves. Fans can't. Can y'all please hit the like button? Y'all here and stuff, and I appreciate it. Hit that like button, please. Double tap the screen, or there's 3 white dots up at the top right-hand corner. Thank you, Mama Bees. If Portia can forgive Phaedra, she can forgive SHAMEA. Oh. Well, I mean, you got a point there because this is just me being honest. I don't think I could ever be friends with somebody like Phaedra after what Phaedra did. Now, granted, Portia had her work in it. Portia brung it to the TV and all of that. But I don't think I could be a Phaedra's friend after that. I'm just speaking on me. Definitely can't say that during child. It's some truth to both of their statements. I'm just gonna sit back and watch to see what happens. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, on both sides, I can see where both of them are coming from. I see where SHAMEA coming from. I see where Portia coming from. And unfortunately, SHAMEA, Portia's receipts kind of line up. Now, I don't know about the wedding stuff. I mean, I think we're gonna forever hear about that damn wedding. I don't know about the wedding stuff, but as far as her congratulating you and sending you flowers, that's literally what it was for. So I don't know. Maybe she doesn't want to be friends with SHAMEA. Well, just say that though. Just say that. Just say that. It does no good to keep going back and forth with her if that's the case. Just simply say you don't want to be friends with somebody. That's how that's how I feel about it. And they could move on and coexist and all of that, And I'm now what I will say is I'm tired of hearing people say, "Oh my God, this show allowed a 20-year friendship to end." No. There was trouble in paradise. There's been trouble in paradise since damn season 9. Okay, season 9 and season 10, and that's been years between SHAMEA and PORSHA. Because if we're still talking about these damn weddings, them weddings was what, season 10? We on season 16, finna be on season 17. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe PORSHA forgave Phaedra, but playing the role. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't think you could blame the show on this, because now again, with a girl going to talk to the group and telling the group about PORSHA, or about her friendship with PORSHA, I think, added some funk to it. But for the most part, y'all been going at this for a couple of years, and what y'all not gonna do is act like that beginning scene that we saw at SHAMEA's birthday party, with PORSHA being late, wasn't part of the narrative that they wanted to spin. But when you give the producers something to work with, then that's just what it is. And I feel like the producers was able to pick up on the fact that PORSHA and SHAMEA had some sort of an issue, and that's what they decided to walk in or to take the show with. But again, I don't think that I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. PORSHA has sat back and had not said anything negative about SHAMEA, including in interviews. SHAMEA is the one who kept talking ish about PORSHA to anyone that would listen. Ooh, see, SHAMEA, girl, I don't know, SHAMEA, the girls are getting you together, girl. The girls are getting you together, Miss SHAMEA. But, and like I said earlier too, SHAMEA was the one hopping from person to person talking about PORSHA, and I don't think that was a good idea either, mama. I don't think that was a good idea at all. Hey, Miss Yvette, how you doing? I think PORSHA, Lala Lewis says, I think PORSHA is jealous of SHAMEA, in my opinion. I think, listen, all y'all got good takes, honey. This is gonna make me watch the reunion, honey. I'm gonna go on and watch that reunion, child, so I can get on here and give my commentary on the reunion, since I'm going live about this. But I just so happen to see this over there on the Twitters. I mean, not the Twitter. I happen to see this over there on let me see. Digitally begging while you bark into a cheap microphone. Well, bitch, won't you buy me a new one, you scruffy asshole, you? Huh, bitch? That's what you can do, since you worried about what I'm doing over here. Cheap microphone. Your mama use a cheap microphone, bitch. I'm pretty sure she used a cheap one to tickle her cootie cat. Don't come over here playing with me. Now, back to what I was saying. So, yeah, you come over here meddling me. This ain't your type of content, sir. Clearly, it's not your type of content. You don't mix well with us over here. All right. I bet you know next time. Okay, so, hold on. I was trying to fix this. Yeah, tell you. Sorry for the ones who just coming in here, and I know that drags some of y'all out the bushes when I go in on these people. But you have to come over here with that, like, girl, bye. Anyway, so it's just gonna be sitting back, seeing where this go, honestly, because we got one more part to the reunion, right? I don't know what all they're gonna discuss on the third part, but if this happened to come back up some type of way, I don't think it's gonna be cute, child. I don't. Can y'all hit that like button for your boy, please? I appreciate it. You wasn't ready? I bet he wasn't either. I bet he is now, though. Leave me alone. I'll come over and meddle me. Okay, let me see. Just like SHAMEA lied about talking about Drew singing on the Breakfast Club. Now Shamea did lie about that. She did absolutely lie about that. She did lie about that. And Drew been out here eating the girls up. Drew been out here eating the girls up. Y'all love to try to talk about Drew, but Drew really is that girl. I really hope. And let me just say this, Drew. This whole reunion, the people can say what they want to say, but I feel like, first of all, you didn't need to be on the end of the couch. That's like first and foremost. First and foremost, Drew did not need to be on the end of that couch. You honestly could have put Shamea ass on the end of the couch, and that ain't me. That ain't no shade or nothing. But you could have put Shamea on the end of that couch. I'm just saying. Or Kelly. Hell, you could have put somebody else on the end of that couch. But Drew's doing a big one. Drew is learning. And I'm here for Drew. Because Drew is learning. And she is clocking the girls with their tea. Y'all been clocking her tea. She said it's now time for her to clock y'all tea. I'm still wondering why Porsha brought up Shamea mama. What the mamas got to do with it. And I'm wondering if they're going to talk about that. So they didn't talk about that on the second part, right? So I'm wondering if they're going to talk about that on the third part. Because in the reunion preview, you literally hear Shamea saying, or Porsha, somebody saying something about mamas. Somebody said something about mamas. So maybe that's going to be on the third part. I love Drew, and I hate that she gets so much. They always do Drew like that. I rocks with Drew. I'm just saying, everybody else want Drew to be held accountable. Everybody want to always eat Drew up, but nobody get an opportunity. To Drew don't get an opportunity to get the girls back, and I'm here for it. Shamea was on the hot seat. Drew did well from the last holding everybody else accountable. I feel like the mamas may be a part of the problem. I do too. Shamea mama act like she deep saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, and fire baptized over there. Shamea mama over there be speaking in tongues, honey, when she talking about. I'm sorry. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Drew proved Shamea right, since Shamea trying to count Drew's coins, and Drew put that receipt up there. Y'all always want to play with Drew. Girl, Shamea mama over here, she be speaking in tongues and stuff like that, and Porsha mama ain't trying to hear all that. Shamea mama be over there, y'all know I ain't lying. Shamea mama be over there speaking in tongues and everything, trying to get connected with the Lord, and Diane ain't trying to hear all that. Diane trying to figure out when the next time she could get. Let me quit, because I don't want to talk about nobody mama. Let me quit. I think Drew could care less about what they say in front of the camera, because she knows what the real deal is. Shamea's mama brought Porsha's mother's day. Yeah, I knew what the issue was. But what I'm saying, you know how when we say part of the problem, meaning like their issues have kind of like spilled over into Porsha and Shamea's issues a little bit. Because they still are responsible for being adults and having their issues. I agree with that, but I think that the mama's falling out has a lot to do with it too. Because you gonna ride with your mama. I ain't mad at nobody for riding with their mama. You know, you gonna ride with your mama. Yep, they were good friends talking about the mother. Yeah. Shamea mama is like the Tasha and Tamika girl. Sometimes about she the family matriarch. Girl, how? You the fifth member of a group. Girl, you not no matriarch. Okay. You ain't doing nothing but stand up mess. Portia and Shamea, y'all come on over here and sit by Uncle Donovan at the table. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I got some things I want to talk to y'all about. Come on. Okay. Come on, baby. Shamea and Portia, y'all come on. Come on. Come sit down. Come sit down. Let's have a talk. Hell, I don't really care what y'all do. But one thing I do know is this right here. We're going to see the same stuff next season. We're going to see it next season. Portia and Shamea are both coming back just so they can work this out. I'm telling y'all. If it works out. Yes, the mother's business spilled into their friendship. Yeah, I believe that too. Yet they were good friends talking about the mothers. Portia ain't nobody's friend. Ooh. She ain't friends with I think she good friends with Yandy and Quad and all the rest of them and stuff like that. I don't know, y'all. I hope they get it together. Yeah, Mama Diane ain't trying to hear them tongues and stuff. Mama Diane trying to, girl, let me shut up. I ain't trying to talk about nobody mama. We know what Miss Diane running to. Well, I hear through the grapevines, casting for season 17 is underway. I'm hearing that it's a possibility that I'm hearing that it's a possibility you got Phaedra, Portia, Shamea, Angela. I already said Phaedra, Portia, Shamea, Angela. I hear Nene is possibly coming back for season 17. Again, I don't know how true that is, but I have been hearing. I do think she's coming back because her answer, when people keep asking her that, her answer just it keeps getting like more and more like she on the side of Bravo. Like mother, like daughter. Shamea's mom wanted what Miss Diane had, and Shamea wanted Portia's spot on the show, just like she wants to be recognized in the music industry like Drew. Ooh, okay. Friendship work both ways. Shamea is not innocent, and I keep saying that too. Symmetry. I don't believe Shamea is innocent either. I don't believe Shamea innocent either. Drew is a liar. I don't hate her, but I don't like her. Oh wow. Listen, one thing about it, I'm a ride for Drew. Drew. Because a lot of these people is delulu. A lot of these people is delusional. And that's what her song say. You're delusional. You're delusional. Sing Drew. Sing Drew. These people is delusional, girl. But I like a song. I got 5 on it. Hey. I got 5 on it. Now, Shamea, I still ain't gonna hold you. I did download your song. I do still listen to I try to listen to all of the girls' songs. When it comes to Housewife, as far as like purchasing, records and stuff, the only person that I've only bought their entire record was Candace. But Candace got a song called Fine Wine. Sexy Fine Wine. Girl, that song right there get a whole lot of people in trouble. I'm trying to tell y'all. Sexy Fine Wine. Yeah, Drew got to sing for the people because they delulu. I think her song say, let me see. Let me look it up real quick. Let's see. Drew Sidora's song. You delusional. Drew Sidora. Here we go. Hey. Delusional. There we go. Hey, you must be with delusional. You must be delusional. Okay, let me quit y'all. I gotta go back to work. I just had to get over here and talk about this real quick. just had to get. I just had to get over here and talk about this real quick. But Shamea and Shamea, Shamea and Portia, I don't know what to tell y'all. Diane and what's Shamea mama name? Touched by an Angel. Touched by an Angel. Listen. I hope y'all get it fixed. Figure it out. Figure it out. Okay, just figure it out. All right, figure it out, boo. Figure it out, Bookie butt. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I was on here longer than I thought I was gonna be. Y'all have a good rest of y'all Monday. This is gonna make me go watch the reunion. This is gonna make me go watch the reunion. I'm gonna watch. I watched the first part, so I want to watch this part. All right. Do me a favor. Mandy said, first time here, and I enjoy listening to you on my bike ride. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Listen, I'm goofy. I just like having fun. That's all. That's all. But listen, y'all, it's lunchtime, and I got to go feed my stomach because it is touching my spinal cord. And who is this texting me? Okay, girl, I'm not interested. Shamea out here dancing like Keisha Cole mama on stage. Don't do Keisha Cole. Don't do Frankie. Rest in peace, Frankie. Don't do that. But I know why you said that, because we remember. We remember back in the day, Lee. We remember. All right, y'all have a good day, and I'm pretty sure everybody on YouTube gonna be talking about Shamea and Portia that follow RHOA. All right, y'all have a good one. Make sure y'all hit the like button before you leave here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Don't do Frankie. All right, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.